Yo, what is up, guys? So welcome to the channel. Let's just do this real quick. So first of all, you want to select you want to create a document that's 300 by 19,050, or you could create one that's 3,000 by 3,000. The reason why it's high quality, it's like a high resolution, is just because it's just higher quality. Most people have like bigger screens. Some people play on TV. Some people play on bigger monitors. So like 300 by 300 is big, and even on 4K it still look good. So you just want to use that. Anyways, let's get to the logo. So the logo we're gonna be remaking. You probably saw it in the thumbnail. Well, obviously, but let's just choose the logo. We're gonna be remaking this logo. I made last year. Yeah, we made this year. So we're just gonna create a new layer right there, and yeah, we're starting. So yeah, we're just gonna create a new layer right there real quick, and we're gonna select text. And once we select text, we select I don't know why this recorder is I think it turned off my GPU acceleration, but whatever. We're gonna select horizontal type, and we're gonna type in the text for sudden. Why is it small? Let's just increase the text size right there. Yeah, that's okay. And we're gonna type in sudden, and you can see it's not the font, so we can just select this again, and we highlight everything, go to font. So the font I'm using is called Vampire Wars. Yeah, the font I'm using is called Vampire Wars. Yeah, like that. I don't even know if the mic will sound good because I'm using my phone, and I couldn't find my earphones. I think I lost them whilst I was sleeping. But I'll buy earphones, because earphones I can put noise cancelling and stuff. So yeah, we'll put sudden right there. Text, we're gonna drop it down a little bit, and now we're gonna edit sudden. Wait, no, we're gonna edit depth. I'm dumb. We're gonna edit depth like that, and we're gonna place depth where depth is. We don't really want to make it perfect, just to scale it perfect. So yeah, sorry, upon resizing, I didn't mention, you hold Alt and Shift, and then you decrease or increase whatever you want to do. So that's how you resize. And for you to select it, you press Control and then T, and then it selects the whole thing, and then that's when you hold Shift to resize it. Oh, sorry, forgot to mention that I'm not a tutorial kind of person, but I will try. Let's go to blending options to apply the layer styles to both of the text, and I'm gonna go to gradient, and actually let's apply that gradient to the lower sudden text. Let's go right there. I'm gonna go to gradient, and yeah, like that. And yeah, that's cool. If you want the perfect gradient that I used for this, oh my god. So you select, oh my god, it's select the okay, never mind. So you want to enter this color code in the first thingy, and then you want to enter this color code in the other thingy. Now let's go to this text, and this is sudden. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to sudden now. Although today we're only gonna be showing the 3D effect, I'm only gonna go as far as the 3D effect for the sudden text, because otherwise the video will be long. So a separate video will be on to finish the whole thing, and maybe to also do the vectors if you want that. I guess comment down if you don't want, then I just won't do it. So let's select a redder, a more red text. That doesn't make any sense. So we're gonna select It's gonna be darker because like the top text is just darker. So we're just gonna hide depth because we don't need that anymore. And yeah, we still need sudden though, so we're gonna move sudden up here, and we're just gonna apply the spikes to the sudden text. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna rasterize the layer style type, because we need to apply some effects, and we cannot apply the effects if it's not rasterized. So you want to create a new layer above the sudden text. You want to hold Alt, and then you just want to click on one of these on this edge line, and then just click it, and then it clips it in. And then you want to come to the pen tool, and then you want to select black color. You select color through color, obviously, and then you just want to draw these spikes. I'm not gonna draw it as it is here because it doesn't matter if it's perfect as long as you get the theme and stuff. So we're just gonna do that, and we're gonna do this, and yeah, we're gonna I'll fix the white borders, the white outline, the stroke. So it's just, I don't know why I made it straight, but like I said, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna make it perfect, just to give you guys the idea. Because these logos, they take like hours to make, so like otherwise the tutorial will be like 3 hours or something. So yeah, we're just gonna do the spikes real quick, and here the spikes, we're gonna bend it a little because if you check in the sudden text, it's kind of like curved, so like it just fits the style of the logo, I guess. Just makes the logo look a little more detailed and less plastic. Okay, just gonna do that. Okay, I'll click, click. And I understand that most of you guys don't have for now, I'll talk about this at the end of the video. Okay, so you want to select the top, the latest shape, like, yeah, something like that. And then you want to select the first shape. Okay, you want to select the last shape and then hold shift and then select the first shape, and then you want to press Control E to kind of group the things to make them one object. Sorry, you want to unselect death. I don't know why I was selected death. Control E. Control E is not working for me. Okay, that's interesting. So I'll just convert this into a smart object, and after that we're gonna rasterize it to make it editable. Okay, sorry, I made a big mistake. I made a huge mistake. So before, you just want to press Control Z and just do everything I did. You want to select everything, and once you select everything, I'm going to remove the stroke. So I don't know if you have that stroke by default, but I do, so I just removed it. So remember, so when you're like selecting everything, you want to make sure your curvature tool is selected, or your pen tool, and then you reduce the stroke, you remove the stroke, or you could just remove the stroke from the beginning. But yeah, now we're gonna convert this to smart object because my Control E is not working, and I'm gonna rasterize this layer, and you want to clip it in here. What we're gonna do is that if you check out the text, there's kind of the spikes, and then there's like a faint, like the faint type of the spikes. Okay, I'm gonna say something wrong, but I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So we're gonna make that invisible. We're gonna make the non-visible, and we're gonna overlay this, and we're gonna decrease the opacity by, yeah, that's alright. And now we're gonna go here. Now you want to press Control T, and you want to press hold Alt and hold Shift, and just make it bigger. And I'll bring it up a bit, I guess. Just put it there, and then this will be set to normal, and we're gonna decrease this thing's opacity very low. So basically the lower opacity you put like on the effects for the logo, basically like texturing the logo, let's say. The more realistic it will look, because the more effects you put and you just reduce like the opacity like a lot more, and you add like a lot of effects, it will look more detailed than just adding, you know, a very like this effect. You just want to set it to like low. Another way to make it better is, let's go here, you just take your eraser tool and put it at hardness is at like 8, opacity at like 18, and you just want to like, you know, if you raise the edges, it kind of like gives it a smooth gradient, but that will take long, so let's just move. You can play around with that, just a nice tip. And as you can see, there's like these diagonal shines if you look closely on the logo. So we're gonna select the triangle and the rectangle too. I just say triangle, nice. And we're gonna select that, and we're gonna resize this thing. Okay, what's going on today? Okay, so you want to take this and you want to press Control T, and remember, make sure it's in a new layer, not in like those other layers that we made. You just want to put it right there, and you want to duplicate it. So to duplicate it, you want to select the move tool, and you want to hold Alt, click, and then just drag it here. Alt, click, and then just drag it there, and then select these two, and then Alt, click, and then drag it there. You want to select the last shape you made, and then the first, and then Control E. Now Control is working, and then you want to rasterize. There's no point for rasterize because we're not going to edit it, but let's just do it. And then we decrease it to a very low. Okay, this is overlay, so you want to put it on overlay first, and yeah, you want to make it a little less visible. And I'm seeing that will this change anything? Yeah, put it under it because like, it makes it less visible. But yeah, that's basically done. Now we're moving on to the 3D effect. There is 12 minutes on the clock. This took 12 minutes, so it's a long time. But you just want to go in sudden text, and you could just duplicate the layer real quick, you know. Okay, or just press Alt and click the layer and drag it down. That would duplicate it, and you want to press Control T, bring it down like that. You can hold Shift to like bring it down in a very straight manner like that, because like if you leave Shift, it will just go around. And yeah, you're gonna make the 3D effect slightly thinner than the one in the logo, because if we make it more fat, it's gonna take more time. So yeah, we're gonna use this for now, and we got that. Yeah, and then you want to create a, sorry, you don't really need to create a new layer for this because it will automatically create. So what's wrong with my iDrop 2? So yeah, the color doesn't matter now. I mean, you can just select any red, just like you just select any red, and let's zoom in, and we're gonna zoom in on the text, and yeah, like that. And we're gonna take the pen tool, and we're gonna select this part and that part and this part and that part. Remove this stroke, it's annoying. And we're basically gonna repeat this process for every part. Okay, I don't know why that's there. I'm gonna do that, and you want to make sure you click once and don't drag because it will mess up the line. And then you want to select curvature tool. There's a way to use a pen tool, but curvature tool is much easier. Pen tool, for most, it would take a long time to understand. So you just want to make kind of like this shape, and make sure these points are like on the last edges of the curve. And you want to just drag this line. That will give it a very nice curve like that, and it's easily adjustable. can easily adjust it. And you want to double click that point, double click this point, double click that point, double click that point, and and you want to drag this point kind of like that to make that curve. And yeah, so let's just speed through the rest. So we're done for the 3D shadow effect. What we need to do now, select the move tool, and we're gonna go select the last shape as usual, and select hold shift and click on the sudden copy, and then convert it to some smart object or Control E and rasterize it, and go in blending options, and now just select a color that you want, because now you can fully see the whole thing, which is easier to select a very dark color on it. Just want to select a color that's darker than the thing itself, like that. Okay, this is okay because we're gonna add black, so it's gonna be darker. I'll press OK, and like that. And now for the shadowing of the 3D effect, to make it look like there is glows, there is, a little bit of brushing and stuff, we're gonna create 2 layers. One is gonna be dark, the other one's gonna be light. Thing is, I like naming my layers because I usually work with like very high textured logos, so I'm just used to it. So you want to clip both of these layers in, and you want to make sure light is always on top of dark. It's like an art design thing. The white will always affect black, but black won't okay, let's just shut up. Okay, so you want to you want to select your brush tool, switch to black, and make sure you're on dark. And size I usually use is 144:6, but this depends on like the size of the logo you're making, like the size of the text you're making, and maybe the font. And then you want to set the hardness to 8 will do. And to make the 3D effect, like when you're putting it here, let me show an example. So let's say I want to put it here, right? Wait, what's happening? Oh, my okay, my brush is not working. Oh, sorry. This is not rasterized. Make sure you rasterize anything if you convert it to a smart object, or if it just needs rasterizing and you need to edit on top of it, just make sure it's rasterized. So you're gonna see, if I want to like add the shadows, like it will go to that other it'll go to the other shape when I just want to edit this shape. So what you want to do is that you rasterize this layer. So what you want to do is that you want to take this. Let me just delete this part. What you want to do is that you want to take that tool. Let me just delete this again. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, you want to select that too, and you just want to go over this shape. It's called I'm not pronouncing that, but you use that tool, and basically you just now apply the shadow. And yeah, you just want to make it as faint as possible to give it like a more smoother effect, right? And you basically, so this is only for logos that will affect the other logo. Yeah, it's kind of fit. That's it. Now we'll go to the light. For the light, there is really not much light. It's just like little highlights. Just play with the thing around. Play around with the thing. God, and just figure out something to do, and yeah, we're just gonna put some little highlights. Oh yeah, so for this we're done. Now what you want to do to make it blend more with the shadow is when you're going dark, you just want to set an overlay, but since it's red it won't change, so you just want to decrease the opacity. You want to make it visible, that, and for the light you just want to use soft light because it makes it as light and as fine and feathery as possible. So you just want to put soft light is just the best, because like we could put overlay, but overlay is a bit lighter. I mean, yeah, it works, but I'm gonna just use soft light like that. And yeah, we are done with the logo for certain text. Obviously we're not done with everything, we still have the dead text to make, the skeletons and the other skeleton and the horns and the strokes, and basically we're gonna remake all this thing. I'm gonna show you guys how to do the vector icons, so make sure to subscribe if you are interested in finishing this logo. So obviously, yeah, this tutorial is like a beginner's guide, because like let me show you guys where this channel is gonna go to. My god, my voice. Okay, I think I lost my voice. So yeah, what about pictures? Let me just go to my pictures real quick. I have nothing to hide. I have some concepts, but I'm not gonna open that folder. We're gonna go to, where are my logos? Let's just go to commissions, I think. So yeah, we're gonna learn to make a lot of logos, and I'll be teaching you guys how to make the vector icons. So there's like this logo, and there's like a ton of logos, and basically just going to reach a level where your logos are going to like interact with the letters, the background, the theme. Like this rotating logo, as you see, it's on a beach, a coast. Like the rotating text is lying down on the beach, and there's like little fishes, and like the squid is perfectly sitting on the rotating text. And yeah, once we're done with that part, we're gonna move to realistic logos. And realistic logos, they're just highly textured logos like this. We're gonna learn how to apply textures to them, and this would take a long time to kind of understand and learn, but practice makes perfect. And then we're gonna move on. Yeah, these are the realistic logos, some of the realistic logos I've made. They're like textured and everything. They take at least, I don't know, 3 to 4 days to make. And then Winnipeg is another commission make. I've some others I've made, but I cannot find a file. So yeah, we just basically learn how to make these logos, and I'll teach you as well how to make vectors. So we're gonna be learning logos. We're gonna be making vector designs such as these, just random vectors. And every time I do a logo, I will link down the vectors of that logo in the description, so you guys can like play around with the vectors and stuff. And yeah, if you have any other things you guys want to learn, of course, I know that most of you can't afford Photoshop, although you can like get it for free, dude. Like, I'm not gonna disclose the methods, but yeah, you can get Photoshop for free. Just know that. But if you don't want to do that, that's entirely up to you. We can use paint.net. So for every logo design I'll make on Photoshop, I will make a separate video of how to make it on paint.net, because it won't have the same quality, because paint.net is shit, but like it will be a bit nice, sir. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, thank you for, if you watched through the whole video, you are basically, and if you watch like all the videos we're gonna upload, you're gonna go from making literally, I don't know, logos that look like this. I made that on paint.net, and this was my first logo. Where is it? Yeah, this was my first logo right here, and then this was my second logo. So this was my first. This is the first logo I made, and yeah, you're gonna go from making this to that to that to that, to all the way to very highly textured logos like the one I showed you previously. So subscribe if you want to go through the whole journey on this channel. And yeah, just comment down any other tutorials you guys would want, suggest them, and setting up a Discord server and everything to make communication easier. And yeah, catch y'all